Jeopardy! Masters 2024 continued on Friday with an unexpectedly kinky joke tacked onto a family-oriented clue from host Ken Jennings. Amy Schneider finally notched her first win, and in the second match, the all-but-inevitable top three faced off in a show-stopping game. Jeopardy! Masters Season 2 aired its fourth round of two quarterfinal matches on ABC. The six elite-level contestants are reigning champ James Holzhauer, Amy, Matt Amadio, Matea Roach, and newcomers Victoria Gross and Yogesh Raut. It's become clear that the two newcomers and James are head and shoulders above the other three and will be the finalists. The night saw them, and the bottom three, face off to see who from the low end could notch a win and if Victoria could stay undefeated. Game 1, Ken's dirty joke. In Game 1, the three lowest-scoring contestants coming in faced off, Matt, Amy, and Matea each with just one match point apiece. But before the much-needed 3 points for Amy came a very cheeky comment from Ken. The clue under kids and parenting in Double Jeopardy. Read, regression in this process when you thought it was done is frustrating, but remember, no one walks down the aisle in a diaper. The correct response was, what is potty training? As Matea Roach rang in, Ken snuck in an add-on no one saw coming. He quietly said, unless they're into it. Matea burst out laughing at the NSFW implication before giving the correct response, clutching the podium with their hands over their face. Social media had a meltdown over Ken's add-on, especially since he made a family-based clue take a very family-unfriendly turn. One Redditor reacted, no one walks down the aisle in a diaper unless you're into it, Ken Jennings. Another wrote, I am still cackling at that. Can't recall Ken adding on to a clue reading like that before, but it was spot on. They teach you that in school in Utah, joked a third. Amy nabbed her first win of the season with $36,001, while Matea took second with $18,000, and Matt narrowly missed his match point with $16,000. Game 2 preview of Epic Final 3? In Game 2, the big guns came out as Victoria, Yogesh, and James faced off, leading going in with 9, 7, and 5 match points, respectively. Victoria trailed going into the Double Jeopardy round in a rare moment and knew she had some catching up to do. After some of the best gameplay in memory, the duo even had a three-way tie at one point at $17,400. Going into Final Jeopardy, they were neck and neck, with Victoria at $20,800, Yogesh at $18,400, and James with $18,000. While both Yogesh and Victoria got the clue right as Williams and Kazan, the latter bet small and was defeated for the first time, and James placed third, another rarity. While fans were surprised to see Victoria miss a win, they took to Reddit saying it felt like they were already watching the finalists. What a game. Incredible. These three are head and shoulders above the other three, one fan wrote. Game 2 is one of the best Jeopardy games I've ever seen, wrote another. I never would have guessed last year that they could bring in two new masters who could keep pace with, much less outpace, James, wrote a third. Sheesh. Assuming Victoria, Yogesh, and James all make the finals are going to be epic, wrote one more. The standings now have Victoria at 10 points, Yogesh at 10, James at 5, Amy at 4, Matea at 2, and Matt at 1. Get clued in on Masters 2024. Masters began on May 1st and airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, scheduled to conclude with a grand finale on May 22nd. The annual spin-off is meant to determine the best player in any given year. The Masters grand prize is $500,000, a glitzy Alex Trebek trophy to honor the late iconic host and the title of Masters champion. Fear not, show traditionalists, as Masters will not interfere with regular gameplay, and both will air those nights. Each Masters episode consists of 2 half-hour games, and the winner of each is awarded 3 points, while the runner-up receives 1. The 4 players with the most points will then advance to the semifinals, and the top 3 competitors will face off in finals. The bottom 2 will be eliminated before the 2 semi-final episodes beginning on Friday, May 17th. After the 4th placer is eliminated, the finale will air on May 22nd. The round-robin tournament sees every combination of the famous contestants face off before any eliminations happen, and it all is determined by points instead of dollar amounts. Final 3? James is the one to beat, and that's no secret as he's considered the best aside from host Ken and won Masters 2023. But Yogesh and Victoria, who went on mere 3-day and 1-day winning streaks, respectively, have clearly come to play. In the premiere, Victoria notched a 30,000 runaway that Ken called a statement, and Yogesh defeated James in a runaway too. Victoria and James are, or were, co-stars on the ABC sister show The Chase, one major draw this year. James only lost once during Masters last year, so it was especially surprising to see him lose on arrival and twice more since. On Reddit, fans are already predicting a Yogesh, James, Victoria top 3. As others are convinced Victoria will win the whole shebang. Another major draw is the rivalry between Yogesh and James. The Specials villains grew up in the same area of Michigan and did trivia together, and Yogesh also once bragged about being better than James at high school trivia during his initial run. Meet the Masters. James is a 32-time winner and pro sports bettor living in Las Vegas, known for his all and daily doubles and huge wins. He won Masters Season 1 in a breeze. Matea, a 23-time winner, returns as the runner-up, and they nearly defeated James in last year's finale. Matt, a 38-time winner, placed third last year and was the only player to notch a win against James the entire special, but also was most inconsistent. I feel like a stronger competitor, Amadio said on his prep at a recent event attended by the U.S. Sun. Amy, a 40-time champion, placed second to last year and also lost the recent JIT to Victoria. She was chosen as the producer's pick due to her popularity. Amy being named the producer's pick wasn't without its drama as she placed bottom of Masters Season 1. She also decisively lost the recent Jeopardy! Invitational tournament to Gross, only for both to move forward to Masters either way. Amy even acknowledged the backlash on stage in the premiere. "I do think I belong here, and I'm grateful for the opportunity and excited to be here," Schneider said to Jennings. "But it also feels like it gives me a little bit something more to prove, that I didn't earn my way back in the same way that the other contestants did." Yogesh is a controversial 3-day champ who punched his ticket by winning the intense 2024 Tournament of Champions. Victoria, a mere 1-day champ from 2005, qualified by winning the recent Jeopardy's Invitational Tournament against Amy and Andrew. No small feat. Jeopardy! Masters continues on Monday, May 13th with Games 9 and 10 on ABC at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And on Hulu.